Alright, this is the first episode of the Budokai podcast, and
The one and only.
yes, Moro- this first episode is featuring Mourossonero, and
Hi guys.
I go by Boos online, and today we are going to construct a tier list for this game made 16 years ago. Using knowledge built up over the years, as well as a lot of knowledge built up recently from, well, we'll get into it as we go along. So we've
I'm
agreed
excited about it.
we've agreed to go from bottom to top. So for the
Yep.
worst character in the game, it's pretty interchangeable between Saibamen and Cell Jr. Their one advantage is that they're one health bar and they spawn after each health bar and they regain their ki. So usually how you would
I think
actually,
that only for that reason we should put him higher.
yeah, well,
But the other has a 4 baseline key.
no, they both have 3.
Oh, they both have 3, I forgot.
Yeah. Cell Jr., he has like a few cancels, but they don't. He has one cancel where it's like a juggle, and you get like 600 off of it. So that's like
Decent.
pretty decent.
I mean, decent for the kind of
Yeah,
lowest tier we can talk
Yeah.
about, right?
Saibamen, back P, forward P. That's a cancel. Unfortunately, it doesn't have armor. If it did, he'd be like, pretty good.
Jump a tier, maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe not, though.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
bad. They're really bad, my boy.
Yeah.
If we
Okay.
had to explain why they're bad, though, I think that reason
it's-
number one, they have no way to properly get in.
They have terrible frame data because they can barely cancel anything. One
That's a
thing
big issue,
I should also mention is they both have juggle throws.
which is very good
Cell Jr. can convert better off of that.
if you have the kit to.
Yeah, he can get
convert
like he can
off
get
of
like 600 off a throw. Yeah. So that's those characters. There's not much to say about them. The developers didn't put much time into them. They're mostly made just there as an afterthought, just to like for
Or
grinding
story mode, probably.
grinding EXP. All right, and who has the honor for third worst character in the game?
Ooh.
All right, let me just check if I'm recording real quick.
In my opinion.
All
Oh,
right,
okay.
I am good.
Good.
So third worst character in the game.
The one that starts with 2 baseline.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Hercule.
Mr. Satan.
Yeah. Alright, so for his strengths first, he has good frame data on his P and forward P. He has a infinite with forward PP. He has a transformation at I think 4. His 4D special move is pretty good. It moves him forward a lot. It can evade, teleport, cancel, punishes.
I think you're talking about back E, the rolling attack.
Yeah, it's either
Forward E is
rolling Hercule
dynamite kick, which sucks in my
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, always use rolling Hercule punch. Alright. For disadvantages, you can't teleport in the air, which is a big one. His K back K, it's probably the worst variation of it. where it's
Yeah,
not really like a juggle, and it's not fast on startup either. So it's yeah, it's not really usable outside of combos. All
yeah,
right.
it's kind of like his daughter in terms of animation. Instead of being two straight kicks that are very fast, it's kind of delayed, and that really is a
Right.
problem to get that consistent pressure and everything.
All right. So fourth worst.
Now we have to discuss because
Now it gets a little harder because
yeah,
this is
yeah,
like a big jump. So maybe we should. Also, I noticed there's two Krillins in this tier list maker. uh, the memes. Now I think it's between Kid Trunks and uh yeah, it's Kid Trunks. So
Kid Trunks and maybe
yeah,
Recoome.
no, not Recoome. We'll get to Recoome.
I think Recoome, like by comparison, he's better than
All
Nappa.
right, we'll get
So
to
yeah, maybe
them.
Nappa would be in contention for fourth worst.
I don't think so. We'll have to. We'll get to Nappa though. But for Kid Trunks,
He's
he
kind of catastrophic. You're right.
for his strengths, he has a two really easy infinites, PP and PK. Uh, he has a good back E. It's the flurry punches. Uh, it's
Mm.
really damaging in the back actually. He has a transformation. That's about it. For his
That's a
weaknesses,
lot of positive for a trash
for
character.
his weaknesses, he has a lot of gaps in his strings. His damage
That
is
sucks.
extreme. His damage is extremely low. Um, and when you fight him in the air, none of his juggles work. So if you fight him in the air, he's pretty much unplayable because he's never gonna get a key advantage. And and if he ever does his forward P
So
string on you,
crucial.
the third hit, you could armor out or even jab out. Uh, I believe the CPU has done it to me multiple times, so it's possible. Same with his back KK. Like, that's like the biggest gap in the game for a back KK.
Which
Uh,
is sad. It should be
it
gapless.
yeah, it should be really fast. Worth noting, he can uh, do fusion with Gotenks. Uh, I guess if you're running like the infinite fusion or like a modded version, like that could be fun, but it's a lot more worth it to do that with Goten. He's a way better character.
Way better.
Fifth worst character. Um, Dr. Gero.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
for his
I
strengths,
think he's worse than Kid Gohan.
Kid Gohan. We'll get to Kid Gohan in a little bit. Dr. Gero. Strengths. Uh, Juggle throw. He has the fast K back K, although I don't think in
Yeah,
infinites. Uh, his back KK, KK forward KK, and yeah, that's about it. Uh, weaknesses, he's just pretty much like a Budokai 2 character in Budokai 3. Like, he doesn't have like a forward advancing cancel that could give him plus frames. He doesn't have a transformation. His baseline's only 3. He can only really do like 1100 damage. So yeah, I
I
don't think
mean, we'll see
he's
some
good.
three baseline monsters
Oh yeah.
in the high to top tier,
Yep.
but he's far from them because he can't dish out the damage. And
He doesn't have like the unique strengths that some of those characters have.
also, also, like what makes a good character is good frame data that can be converted into a full combo,
Yeah,
and he really, really suffers from that.
it's being able to string neutral into like pressure pressure situations where you could like land a counter hit jab, then land your forward advancing cancel. Like if Doctor
Hmm.
Drill lands a counter hit jab, he doesn't get anything except another jab.
That's the sad thing, right? You can play a safe neutral and get no reward, or take a risk and get blown up most of the
Yeah,
time.
I should
And even
also
if you go through, it's not that rewarding.
yeah, like the best way to play him I think is to use a lot of resets with the throw. Like cuz you could get like 800 off the throw, and if you do like 600 with a combo, that's like pretty decent damage with a 4 bar meta. But
That's
yeah,
really well said.
if you get them like in a random select, like that's how you'd use them. Also, just as a note, back K, which a lot of characters have, back KK, the armor startup on it is really slow, so you can only really take advantage of the armor when when you're plus.
Yep,
You can't really use it defensively because the armor startup on it is like, really slow.
you'll get counter hit.
All right. Next, next character, odd place. Man,
That's hard.
it's
I
hard from
hesitate.
this point on. Well,
So you
I'm
have,
just gonna pick someone and just go with it. All right, Nappa.
okay.
I hate to do it to my boy, but he belongs here. All right, for strengths, uh, he has a pretty fast jab, and he has like a lot of armor strings off of his jab, and um, his Oki mid screen off of his turn punch for P plus K. He could get a bomber DX off of it. And at the wall, you could go for multiple setups with it.
I've seen you
Sorry.
experimenting with that. Nappa has some tools out of K,
Yep.
uh, out of P, out of forward K.
Yeah. Um.
When did he say that?
It,
I don't know. 7:30. Sorry, go.
okay.
But in
For
the
his
end,
weaknesses, the startup on armor for his forward P plus K is like really slow. That's like his
yeah,
one big weakness. If that had fast startup, he'd be like here. But no, it's just really on it's just not reliable to
not at all.
use. And another weakness is that the end of his strings, while they have armor, if they like block the normal version, you're not really at advantage. So he's just a character that just like kind of struggles to play neutral because like
You always have to forfeit your turn.
yeah, and he doesn't have a good like defensive tool really. Any
To reset
free
neutral.
baseline, no transformations, all that.
Hard life for the Nappa mains in this game.
Alright, we're gonna start getting into like pretty good characters, I think.
Characters that can RBD and do some cool stuff.
Yeah, characters that can like frame trap consistently. I'm gonna put, where is he? Recoome. He is really.
You think he's worse than Kid Gohan?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I think Recoome has he has pretty good strings. His back K can be charged to guard break. Back P, 4P, PPP is a great string. He has some Nappa strings as well.
It's a funny one to look at.
Audio.
Hello?
Yeah, that's what he says during the string in the
Yeah.
Japanese dub. Audio. He has a KKKK, but it doesn't combo from the front.
We're going to get pizza.
Alright.
Bobby, you want anything?
No, I'm good.
When Boost told me that about the K chain, I couldn't believe him because it looks so much like others,
Yeah.
but it behaves in the worst
Yeah.
way possible,
Yeah, maybe we can get Trev
where
to
it doesn't
fix that.
connect in front.
We need, yeah, Trev can fix that in the future. It'd
I
it'd
hope
give him
so.
pretty good damage from the front. You do like 1300. All right, and Recoome kick is the awesome special move.
Recoome! Kick!
Yeah, it's does a lot of damage.
What a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's just sad that he's so bad.
I think he could. The way I see the tier list is that I think D tier is like really bad. In fact, yeah, F. And I think C tier can compete with A tier, and B tier can compete with S tier, and A tier can compete with anybody. But it gets like it's hard, but it's doable. But and S tier can compete with S plus, and S plus they're like 6'4"
They
or better.
stomp
They're
Everybody.
they're 6'4" or better across the board.
Complete domination.
Yeah. Next character, Ginyu. Very thematic. I didn't really talk
when
about.
I finally understood that I could do a forward PKK infinite with him,
Yeah, in fact, I'm
it
gonna
saved my life.
That's not gonna be my first B tier character. Cause I think he. Wait, no, that kind of contradicts what I say. I don't think he could beat like. I don't think he can beat like Dabura or Piccolo. But yeah. I might need to make a B minus because he's like clearly better than these characters, but he can't really compete with S tier. So I'll make a B minus.
Ginyu has
or-
some cool stuff going for him,
I'll make a
but
A minus.
as you said, it's not the total package. He can do the forward PKK very well, better than anyone that has that string in the game. But
Oops.
he doesn't have much else, right? He can start some cool juggles with KKKK, and he has his P, which is average, but
Right,
it
back to
doesn't
normal.
lead into combos. It's just a ender.
B minus. It's good to have tier lists like spread out, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, because it kind of gets like contested when you have certain characters in the same tier.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
Do you believe in the fact that you should have about the same number of characters above and below C tier?
There's always gonna be like bad characters, but I think C tier should be like the lowest a tier should go.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. You don't believe in F tiers.
Yeah, I don't. They don't really exist anymore in fighting games.
Unusable characters. I mean, they're close to unusable, the Saibamen and the Cell Jr. But you made them work with some practice. So I see what you mean.
Just had to blow my nose for a second. Captain Ginyu. He has a pretty good forward PKK. That's really about it. It's the same speed as Infinite World Goku.
Maybe a little slower. I seem to be able to do infinites easier on Infinite World. If only he had something like Bardock, right? Where he
Yeah.
could do PP forward P. This character would jump at you.
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Like a jab string.
Yep. Bless you, my friend.
Yeah. I just took a Benadryl. Get better soon.
With allergies,
Yeah.
it's that time of the year, man. I used to have them very much worse, but now it's kind of okay. Shoutouts to everyone that has problems with pollen.
Alright. Yeah, that's pretty much all I need to say about Ginyu. Like, if you could do body change pretty good, like Infinite World.
Ooh. Ooh, that would be nasty, bro.
Oh man.
I'd pick Ginyu way more often.
He was pretty slept on in Infinite World. He has the same forward PKK, and you could do ultimates whenever.
Ooh, you gave me an idea. Next stream, I'ma definitely try that.
Alright. I think next B minus character, 17.
17, man. I want to like this character so much.
Yeah, he jumped up from my last tier list. PKP really good. Cause
It's okay. I wish P was faster.
yeah, but the K has armor.
It would be OP. Imagine.
The K does have armor. So
Imagine 10 frames P and then you follow up with armor.
yeah, or even 11 frames.
That would be great.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's up next. Yeah, he's just like a pretty average character. Like, you can win games with him, but like, he isn't gonna do anything crazy. He does have an energy field, which it's pretty good for him. Pretty good combo energy.
You can't teleport that.
Nope. It's not as crazy as Shin Budokai, where like you just you know, just like
Yo.
beat movement with it.
Yeah.
Alright. Tien, I think he's worse than 17.
You think so?
Yeah.
He has a PP back P that can be cancelled and uncancelled. Like, you can choose to go for the normal route without a cancel and trigger a juggle, and you can choose to interrupt to call out a teleport, let's say. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just that he doesn't do like
In my
a lot of.
eyes, Tien has a better time anti-TCing than 17.
Yeah. You're kind of like talking me into it. He has the same P as 16 and Piccolo, which is like it's either 11
Good.
or 12 frames. Really good
Yep.
hitbox. He has like some cancels.
Back K,
KK back K.
back K. Yeah. And
He could juggle a little bit, and Ki Blast Cannon does good damage.
isn't it Kikoho?
Yeah, Kiko. Yeah, well, in the game it's called Ki Blast Cannon.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah. I
I've
guess I
been
have.
playing for so long,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I don't know.
yeah. One crazy thing is that he has the same back P as Yamcha, but he can't cancel out of it. If he did, he would
Sucks.
be. If he did, he'd be like A tier.
Yeah, man. I think that this character has some potential.
Yeah, for
But-
modding. Maybe in the tournament edition, we can put that in. That's all he really needs. Like, he would have like really good zoning with Dodampa. That's like probably the best beam, like speed wise. No, wait.
Kid
No,
Buu Kamehameha.
this guy.
Kid Buu Kamehameha.
This guy. These two.
It's fast.
Cooler destructive ray is like instant recovery.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. That's a really good one.
Yeah, I think that's a glitch.
They didn't mean it, huh, Boos? Well, yeah. Would you agree to put Tien above 17?
Yeah. I think they're neck and neck though.
Yeah, he's not that much better.
Alright. Probably the most slept on character in Budokai 3. Kid Gohan. Hold on.
I sleep on him. I sleep on him hard.
Alright. Hear me out. He has a transformation at baseline. He has a 11 frame jab that goes into an infinite. He has forward advancing cancel string. He has
With only those three things you said, you convinced me.
and yeah, and he's small. So
Boy,
yeah, he's
if you don't fight him in the air, you're done.
he's pretty he's a handful. He's basically like a worse Krillin, I believe.
Yeah, Krillin is
We'll get to Krillin.
he's good. He's good. But he's not as good as his future iterations.
They really messed that up bad, but we'll get to that another day.
Another day.
Let's see. Raditz, yeah.
Raditz! The discount Bardock.
Yeah.
I really love Bardock, so that makes me a Raditz player. And I kinda like Raditz too.
Yeah, he's missing like the P strings. Some of
Yeah.
them. He does good damage
Hurts
though.
him more than you'd think.
He does
it
good
hurts him more
damage,
than you
good
think.
frame data.
Easy juggles with forward K.
Yeah. His K back K is like, I think it's at natural infinite.
It's lightning fast. It's really good. It's better than Bardock.
Yeah, yeah. Also,
I
back
have
K.
a problem with his K forward K K E. I think that the height it sends and the hitbox of the move is horrendous. So that's a minus for me. I don't
Yeah.
like the fact that it's so hard to connect.
Yeah. What else? He does do pretty good damage. The Saturday Crush.
Yeah. And PPP double Sunday is very fast. Like you can
Yep.
push your luck on the
Don't
opponent
push your luck.
where they recharge their key
Yeah.
slowly back to 3. You can like take a little extra K back K before doing that string and ending it with a forward E. It's actually that fast.
Yeah. It's 11 frames, which is like pretty standard in this game. That's the average. Go to B tier right now. Or wait, no. One more. Who actually I think is worse than these Frieza.
Poor Frieza, man.
He does get a lot better in the future games, but his main problem is his frame data. It's just
Too slow and no priority.
yeah. If they gave him priority on forward P plus KKK and like you could cancel it. Oh yeah, that'd be a little broken, but like if you could cancel it, that'd be good.
Boost quickly realized the mistake.
One or the other, to be honest, because it is unsafe.
So are we about to put Frieza below Videl? Below
I forgot
Majin
Videl.
Buu?
I forgot Videl.
Below like
Uub?
those are some characters that are around that tier to me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard. I'd say Videl's better than Frieza. Because her frame data is really good.
PKKK, oh boy.
Yep. Uub, I'd put him above 17. Yep. Like pretty much the same deal as Videl, but
Just so people know, a negative with Videl, Uub, and Hercule is that they can't teleport if they are in a juggle state.
Man, if they could, she'd be A tier. She'd be
Yeah,
really
good characters. Yeah.
Same with Uub.
I love this character. I think Toa did a great job at showing people that he can be played and taken seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy has everything going for him. He can do RBDs, he can mix up fast cancels with regular high stun cancels, and he has plenty of them. Lots of guard breaks, not so great grab, great projectile, and his back E is great also.
I also would like to mention a flaw with 3 non-teleport cancels. They can't throw key blasts. So if
That
you
is so big. I forgot about it, but yeah, it's so big.
Yeah, the thing that's like one of the things in this game. Your key blast is like mega important because it's one of your only tools to stop people from coming in. Counter hits, you get a juggle, you get like a special, or you dash in and you can get a juggle. Those
The only
characters don't
problem
have
with that is when you have your baseline, right? And it auto deflects
Yeah,
when you run.
yeah. But like if they're running, then you could just like stuff them with a normal.
Exactly.
That's-
Like Boost said, it's a great way to make them respect you.
Yeah, and what's important is the frame data on your key blast.
Exactly. We take characters like Dabura, Cell, and we compare them to Bardock and Vegeta.
Yep.
It's a
It's a
it's a whole tier
big
difference of
difference.
yup, day and night. Very high speed versus very low speed.
Dabura and Cell, they're stuns for them. They can like frame trap into them and combo out of them. It's crazy how good they are.
Yeah.
They're like sonic booms. Next character, man, a lot of B minuses. Supreme Kai.
Woo!
Yeah.
You surprised me with him. You know how to
Yeah.
play him very well.
He's basically like Budokai 2 Goku. He has like pretty good frame data, but the problem is his P is a charge, which is a good thing and a bad thing.
It slows it up on startup, but it's a mix-up. You could open up someone with that.
Yeah, and he could cancel out of it, so yeah, it's really good. And his fusion is like the only like optimal one in the game.
You want to go for it.
Yeah, it's basically a breakthrough, and if you land the ultimate, it's guaranteed that you're gonna fuse. Let's see, who else? Yeah, moving on to B tier. Oh wait, one more, Broly.
Oh, are
let's
we
see.
really going to... Like, to me, if we talk Broly, we have to talk 16 first, right? Great Saiyaman, 16.
Mm.
Maybe Krillin even. Let's put him in that discussion. Uub, we didn't put Uub yet.
Yeah, well, I think those characters are a lot better than Broly.
You think so?
Yeah. 16's got the. We'll get to 16. So, yeah, I'll put Broly here. Basically, the problem with Broly is that he's really good once he gets to the legendary Super Saiyan, but it's like kind of a struggle to get there in certain matchups against characters with fast ki blast, characters with like good frame data and like good range. Like, he's really not viable in just Super Saiyan form, because back K plus G is really fast. It stuns. Has a huge stun.
Can be
And
used as an anti-TC bait.
yep. And yeah. And he gains his backy, which is a really good special move. It's pretty much just like Recoome kick or strong jersey.
Yeah. I love his forward PKK when transformed.
Yep.
His back P forward K when transformed.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? He becomes a good
Yeah,
character
he becomes a B to A tier character, but
when transformed.
when not transformed, he's a C tier in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why he's kind of like in between. So I think that's the last B minus character. For B tier, first character in here, I'll put Majin
Let's
Buu.
do it.
Majin Buu.
Oh, I have nothing good to say about this character, so you will have to convince me.
He has a really, really, really good P, and he has a lot of variations out of it, that guard break, and like a lot of frame traps with it. And he also has some good combo extenders with back P, and forward P plus K. And he has a good special move, Innocence Express. Moves forward a lot, does decent damage. Innocence Cannon as well. and like, he kind of has a weird hurt box, and I don't know, good key blast, really good juggles. So yeah, he's just like a good character. He's not great, but he's
Well,
good.
I'll have to give him an honest try.
Yeah.
He seems like the complete package from what you said.
Nope.
Don't you think so? Would you say that Majin Buu is a complete character?
Yeah. For the next character in B tier, I'm gonna put Kid Goku.
Oh, Kid Goku. Before all the characters,
I could reorder it when I get to
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
characters. I'm just going character by character. Like, the first one that comes to mind. He has, like,
because Kid Goku has the Goku normals plus some
P.
powerful
He has a
and
really
a
good
good
jab string.
conversion of P.
Really good jab string. He kind of struggles to get good damage.
He has to take a lot of time to build up that damage, and time is key regen. So yeah,
Yeah, 3 key baseline. No transformation. So I think some of the characters that are like him are a little better because they have those things. For the next character, I'm gonna put Goten. He's pretty similar to Kid Goku. His P string is not as good, but it's still pretty good. It's a stun. He can cancel the last hit, but it is a bit slow. He has a transformation. Really good special move, charge.
charge, man. That's it. That's all I have to say about it.
Yeah. Not much else to say about Goten. Next character, I'm gonna have the double character, Krillin.
Krillin. An
He-
iteration of him that you can block his Tien.
Yeah. He has pretty good damage. He has a transformation at baseline. He could combo into his ultimate pretty easily. Good P string. His slide is a really good mid-range option. And yeah, that's about it. He doesn't have he has the same string that Kid Gohan has, forward PP KK forward K. Pretty
I
good.
really like that string, yeah. One that I also really like and that looks funky is back K, forward KK.
Yeah, good infinite. So probably the biggest issue with these 3 characters is they don't have a lot of options to open up your guard. Krillin probably has the best one out of the 3. Well, Kid Goku has. Well, Kid Goku probably does. He has K back K P, but that I don't think that combos from the front. Krillin can do PP, charge back P P P, cancel. Then he could juggle.
You
It-
can also do neutral P's fast cancel.
And
It's
you
one,
could,
I think it's 1, 2, 3.
yeah, and he could charge the last one into Kamehameha.
Mm-hmm.
So good character.
Small, that's also an advantage.
Yep. Next character in B tier. I'll put.
I think Uub.
Uub.
I think Uub or 16.
Yeah, 16. 16, he has really good frame data, and he has really good keep out moves with forward P plus K and K plus G. He has good strings, good range. He has probably the highest range in the game, I think. I think he should be like maybe an A tier, but I'm gonna need it. No, I'm not crazy. I think he's that good, but
I do not believe he's that good. And the reason why is because of his damage output.
he could do like 1400 in a combo.
I don't know, man. When I think about characters like Omega Shenron and everything,
Yeah,
and I think of 16,
I know it's hard to think, but when you just think like frame data, neutral, like his key
it's
blast is
true
kind of
that
slow.
he has it.
He has good
He
keep
has
out
it.
moves if he has a key disadvantage.
Pop quiz, Boost. What's his back E?
Back E, he doesn't have one.
He doesn't have a back E.
I think his ultimate is 4 bars as well.
You have to be able to convert.
Let's see, next character in B tier.
You know what would be crazy? If Trev could program a new special for 16, where his back
well,
E
he
is a
did
command
have
grab.
one in Infinite World where it was like a
Shoulder
Recoome kick.
tackle.
Yeah, that was awesome. It did have a lot of recovery though.
Like I said, I wish it was a command grab, just like in the new games, where he picks up somebody and crashes them down.
Yeah,
It would be cool.
I kind of like old video game 16 over new video game 16 though. He's more like a robot, like in his animations.
Yeah.
Right. Man. All right. So, what's your opinion on this? All right. We'll get to that in a second. I think. Actually, no. This is the hardest part of the tier list. I think A tier. Because these are characters that can like realistically beat the best characters in the game, but they also have like a bit of a harder time doing it, and like you have to be really good at the game to do so. All right.
I'm still shocked that we haven't put Great Saiyaman, for example.
Yeah. So A tier. All right. What do you think, Yamcha?
You think he's worse than Great Saiyaman?
No.
So yeah, I'd put Great Saiyaman first.
Yeah. Great Saiyaman in A tier. This is like a recent big brain discovery. Like, his frame data is so good, and he has like
Absurd.
his special moves are ridiculous.
Back E, bro.
It goes like full screen. It also guard breaks too, I should mention.
You have to fast evade.
Yeah, and that costs like all of your ki. So if he does that and he has the ki advantage, and like you don't, and you fast evade, you take like all your ki, or does it? Does it take all your ki? It takes it.
I think it's like
Fast evade.
1, 2, 3, 4. It might be 4 or 5 hits. I think it's 4. If it's 4 hits, it's half a bar for 1 fast evade. It's 2 bars that you just lost.
Man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like Super Boo's back E. We'll get to that. That's like dumb.
Bro,
Yeah.
you press it, you won. It's over. Except
Right
if
where
you
I
get
want
called
you.
out with a beam
Yeah.
or they teleport.
And even if they teleport, you're like full screen.
Yeah, you're good. Like you said, you're chilling.
It's like a Shin Budokai special move. You can just kind of do it. All right.
Just throw it out. It's
Oof.
gonna be okay.
Next character in A tier. I'm gonna have 18.
Yeah, 18. I played with her last stream, and boy, that PPPPK into PPPPK cancel.
Yeah.
It is so easy and so potent. It's incredible. And then you can switch out to K back K mid juggle to call out an anti-TC.
Yep.
Or you could you're like, oh, I had enough of fast cancels, or it's kind of getting tough. Let me just use back P.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So back P has armor. You could cancel back P, or you could let it rock, or you could charge it. It's like the easiest infinite in existence. It's impossible to drop. She has Kianzan, which does good damage.
Yeah, it's good. I like to do it after KK, forward K, I
Forward
think
K,
another
P.
K, and then a P. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good,
That's
and
a
it
good
looks
cancel,
good.
too. That's a good cancel, too.
The other one you taught me, it was forward P,
KP.
KP. Bro, this is good for starting a juggle or
Yeah.
throwing out that move.
Yeah, she's got the tools to compete with the best, I believe. Like, she has good armor, good combos. She has, like, pretty good mix-ups. Her only real issues is that her ki blast is slow, her walk speed is slow, which isn't really a problem because everybody's walk speed is slow. And like her damage isn't quite insane, and she doesn't have a transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Next character in A tier, I'm gonna put Yamcha.
He deserves his
Oh,
place,
man.
man. We found out
I'm
the
gonna
power of back P.
I'm gonna take all the credit for this one.
I'm giving it to you, man. You
Yeah.
deserve it.
Yep, definitely we knew he was like pretty decent, but the back P like discovery kind of catapulted him. Other than that, he has an unscaled infinite, but it's like the
Which
hard,
is,
insanely
yeah,
hard to
it's
do.
not too easy to
if
perform,
you
but-
can do it, it's really good because Wolfang Fist only costs 1 bar.
That's another thing that you made me learn. I thought it cost 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this character has low damage output, but
He could keep you like locked down pretty much.
exactly, and he wins neutral more often than not. So
Yeah. His ki blast is
So,
pretty
yeah.
mediocre. He doesn't have like his cancel from P is pretty decent actually. It's not conventional. He could do P forward P charge it, and like if you get hit by it, he goes into a Wolfang Fist juggle, and
isn't it
he could
P
just let it
forward
go.
PP
It's
for the Wolf Fang Fist?
It's P forward P P E,
Yeah.
and you can just like
And
let
you're
it rock.
saying that you can cancel the forward P?
Yeah, you could charge it,
Oh, okay.
and or you could just let it rock, and you could do like Wolfang Fist on whiff, and it's safe. So it's like a relatively safe 50-50. It doesn't have the armor on it, on the P, forward P, but like it's still a pretty good mix-up. Yeah, like
So
he
yeah,
has
Yamcha deserves his
really,
place.
really, really good frame data on his K back K. This is the best in the game, probably.
It's so good.
It's tied with Trunks. Who's probably gonna be the next character up.
No, you can't do that to my boy. You think he's worse than Uub?
Uub isn't B minus.
Oh, okay. I thought we hadn't plugged Uub yet.
Alright, here are the characters remaining. Trunks, Cooler, Kid Buu, Super Buu, Adult Gohan, Piccolo, Cell, Dabura, Goku, Vegeta, Teen Gohan, Omega Shenron, Bardock. So,
No, you can't say it's Trunks next.
I'll probably put Cooler below Yamcha.
Yeah.
I'll put him below Yamcha. And yeah, I'll probably put him at the bottom of A tier. Because, like, his frame data isn't as good as the other characters. And that kind of matters. His combos are really good. He probably has the best set of special moves in the game.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Really good. Trunks. Yeah, I'll probably put him above Yamcha. In A. I don't think he's quite as good as the S tier characters. To be honest.
Kinda.
So the thing with
It's tough. It's tough for him because if he gets going with key advantage and stays in your back, you're done.
Yeah. He has really good back combos. Probably the best. Like from front to back. His front damage like isn't that good, but when he gets to the back, it like kind of doubles.
Exactly. And then you have that awesome P and also PPP forward P
Yeah.
that can really push the favor towards you, right?
Yeah.
To maybe make them teleport and do that mistake.
Yeah. His biggest problem, in my opinion, is he doesn't really have like neutral. He's kind of just like a rushdown character.
His key blast sucks. Whenever you see your character when you press key blast, put their hands together before they shoot, know it sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, just like, and he has forward P plus K, P, which is alright. You can use it once in a while. I don't know if it has armor on startup. If it does, we might have to rethink it a little bit. But yeah, it's a pretty good move too.
I think that
I think the last character in A tier will be Kid Buu.
oh, that's a hard one for me.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I kind of want to agree because of that slow P.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
the only thing. If he had a P as fast as Uub, let's say, I think he would jump a tier above.
yeah. The thing with Kid Buu is that he's kind of like an alright character, but he has a 6 baseline. So that kind of makes up for it. He has really long combos, really long high damaging combos just from his normals. He has the best Kamehameha in the game. Besides,
You know what
10
happens
times.
when you have 6 baseline, right?
Yeah, like
The match starts,
it's like
you go in, you do whatever,
you teleport,
and then you teleport, right?
and then
And
it's
you're-
even, and you get the hit.
You're even in a position of advantage. Like, you're even on key, but in a position of advantage. You're in the back, all that damage, it's super scary for the other guy. So, yeah, I mean, that's what makes him such a threat. That baseline, like you said, you can't ignore it.
Still recording. Okay. Alright, S tier. This is where it gets kind of fun. So, first character in S tier, we're gonna have Bardock.
Understandable. The only one that doesn't have a transformation.
Yep.
No, let's forget about what I just said. I just remember you have
Omega
Shenron
Shenron.
to face. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay, boys. It's okay.
He has 7 baseline.
He starts at max key. Just a detail.
He'd be worse with a transformation.
That's what happened, right? That's exactly what happened.
Bardock.
So yeah, let's go back to our boy Bardock, the father of Goku.
Goku.
And yeah, if I had to compare him to archetype in fighting games, it might be the glass cannon, right?
Yeah.
That boy, when he hits you, oh boy, you're gonna take fat damage with that punch, that heat phalanx. Unscaled, pure goodness that can be chained over and over again.
Yeah. You're not really gonna
And
do that
go
in
on
a
the
match,
back, right? Go on the back, plus 25%. Ooh.
though. Heating up.
Like Boo said, it's not realistic to think that you'll do 5 hit phalanxes in one combo
You'll probably do
in a
2.
real fight.
Probably do 2.
But exactly, we do 2 all the time. And when you do 2, and
2,000
you have
plus.
that, exactly, you do 2 and then you finish with forward E, it's over, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what makes him not the best character, Boos?
His Ki Blast. I think that
Ski
really
Blast
hurts him.
sucks, man.
Yeah. Like, you kind of gotta use it, but it kind of sucks. He doesn't have good long range tools, like, at all, really.
He gets in and he presses P.
Mm-hmm. 11 frame P.
And is
Yeah.
it a bad thing, though? Is it a bad thing?
He's S tier for a
'Cause-
reason.
Yep, it's so fast, right? And it can be chained into a follow-up move that is chargeable and that has armor. Let's precise that.
Yeah.
So you have the mix-up, right, where you feint the full charge. The guy tries to contest with a move and you let it go. Boom, stunned. Full combo.
PP back P has a bit of like backswing blow to it, so it might evade throws.
Oh my god. That's why Boos, listen close, my boys. That's why Boos is the best Budokai player I had the chance to play. The way he thinks about the game, crazy.
Yeah.
And I believe it works. I believe what he just said would work.
At a certain spacing, yeah. And like, if you just let it go, it's safe. It pushes back. They have to evade it. Also, he could do forward P, raw charge it. That's pretty good
Yes,
too.
he can.
Has pretty good range, and he has another follow up to it, which has armor. So like, if you get a knockdown at the wall, kind of like Nappa, you go like just charge that, and you can mix that up with other things too.
You can use it as an Oki, right?
Yeah.
You also have that forward K combo, but the variation, the one that goes into Heat Phalanx, you can fully charge the axe kick in the end.
And it has armor. Well,
And it stuns.
alright. Yeah, welcome to S tier.
So yeah, guys, that's the jump you just seen, right?
Yep.
We're not talking about the
Like,
lower characters anymore.
I feel like A and B should have been on like their baseline for balance. You know?
Yeah, they should have seen yo, look at the cool characters we just created for those tiers, right?
Yeah.
Why would somebody play a tier, a lower tier, right?
If you
They
really
want to have
like the
fun.
characters, yeah. I think that's like where the best matches are created, when it's like Yamcha versus like Cooler, 18 versus Trunks, or like 16 versus Kid Buu. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Next character. Adult Gohan. Yeah.
Excellent character.
Yes.
But for different reasons, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because as we said with Bardock, lots of setups to break the guard. This character really struggles to break the guard.
Yeah.
But he has...
But Super Soaring Dragon Strike.
Yeah, baby!
We should have mentioned with Great Saiyamen's Becky, it's really, really hard to evade those moves.
You gotta be spamming.
You gotta mash both guards at once.
Exactly. Like Boost and I use 2 buttons, a layout that gives us 2 guard buttons, and if we spam like the 2, maybe we'll fully evade it. Maybe. Not
Probably
sure.
not online though. Yeah.
So yeah,
the thing with adult
just coming
Gohan
back to adult Gohan, go Boost.
is that his guard breaks and like his offense isn't quite as good, but his neutral is way better than Bardock.
Would you say so?
Yeah, because his Ki Blast is like the second fastest in the game, tied with like Goku.
Oh, it's good. That's true.
Goku,
That's
like
really good.
Teen Gohan, and a lot of characters. He has a good P string to like build ki and like open up the opponent. He has 3 transformations. He could whiff punish.
Not 1, not 2.
He has
But
3.
3, baby.
Yeah, 3. You can whiff. You can like counter really well with Soaring Dragon Strike. He has armor on startup.
And yeah, if the opponent blocks it, it guard breaks. If they fast evade it and immediately press a button, you can move on. You can like transition
Yeah,
into
it's plus
defending
anyway.
without being hit. Yep,
You
you're
win
good.
either way.
And if they're like, yeah, I feel like he's going to be fast evading or blocking, so I'm gonna go for a grab. Well, you just press a button and you're back in, right? So
Yeah.
it's a very good situation for the person that's putting on the pressure, let's say.
He probably has some of the highest damage in the game.
Definitely.
If you have like 1 key bar against him and he opens you up, you're dead. You're like,
You kinda are. I mean, he's gonna transition from a random PPKKK into KKPP into KK forward KKE, and yeah, it's gonna start.
usually what you do is you do a grounded
Grab
Soaring Dragon
popcorn.
Strike. Alright, I get grounded Soaring Dragon Strike, then you combo KK forward KK, Soaring Dragon Strike, then like KKPP, KKPP, then do another KK forward KK Soaring Dragon Strike, then PPPVE. That's like
Yep.
2600 in Mystic form.
It's crazy strong.
Man.
Like, in my opinion, right, in terms of pure damage per second, I think Bardock is the best.
Yeah, but in terms of damage over time, it might be Adult Gohan, but he does
Yeah.
have a contender with
He
Omega
does,
Shenron.
he does. Yeah. I mean,
And Goku.
SSJ4 Goku
Yeah.
is something, huh? We
Yeah.
gotta remember that.
We'll get to him.
Hey! You see how excited I am for the S tier?
Yeah.
Guys,
like,
you gotta listen
they're
to
fun
that. You gotta listen.
Fun characters. They have a lot of stuff. They're like extra characters. They're like boss characters, kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah. Not kind of. They are. I think the next character would be Dabura.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You
Man.
didn't put the Dabura until now.
Nope. Yeah, S tier.
Bruce, you gotta explain it to me.
Alright. He has 11 frame P. That has a really good cancel. He has back P, which is like amazing range. He has a really easy infinite. He has really damaging special moves. He has a transformation at baseline. He has like good range on his P plus K moves too.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a lot of ways to open you up. He's
Like, give me 2.
PP forward P, charge P.
Yeah, that's really good. I'd get hit by that.
Mm,
You guys streaming or?
yeah. I'm recording.
We're recording the podcast right
for
now.
Budokai 3. Yep.
Ah,
We're on
okay.
Dabura right now. We're like an hour deep.
Oh, awesome. Well, never mind. I came to
Yeah.
BS around, but
Yeah, we'll see you around on another episode.
We're really close to being done, so
Yeah.
if you want to come back like in 10 minutes, it's gonna be good.
Probably 20. There's a lot of talk. with
Or
these characters.
20, or 20.
Yeah.
all right, no problem, guys.
Yeah. Dabura is mostly like kind of a zoning character. His back PPPP is amazing. A disjointed hitbox. Great priority. Oh yeah, and he has one of the fastest key blasts in the game. Tied for first, I believe. With Cell.
With my boy Cell.
Yep.
Okay, I'll give it to you, right? Because I think I don't play the character that much to truly recognize his strengths. So having you state what he can do gives me a better picture. So in my eyes, right, Dabura, if we remove the specials portion, he's a better character than Gohan. I can agree to that.
Yeah. And Bardock.
And Bardock, yeah.
I think he's a better character anyway because, like, amongst these characters, it's not really about who, like, what can they do once they get the opening. It's like who can get the opening.
Yeah, because like you said, we're playing now at a level where you're not gonna get in for free. You gotta work for it. And some characters have to work extra hard, and others have it a little easier. And Dabura seems to be someone that has a grab that combos. You forgot to say that too.
Yeah. You do some nasty resets with that.
So yeah, I mean, I'm imagining some nasty stuff now that you told me all the guard break setups, and he can mix up grabs into it, disjointed sword. Yeah, this character has some sauce.
He's just not very played, you know? Oh, also,
I think it's because he's Dabura.
Yeah.
That's it.
he has a big M on his head. It's like an M&M.
Oh boy.
Also, one more thing. He can combo into his ultimate pretty easily.
Because yeah, he has a transform in stock.
And a 4-key ultimate. Alright. Next character we're gonna put Vegeta. I believe. Yep.
That low.
Hey. There's only like 6 characters left.
I mean, it's true, but
Yeah.
already Vegeta. Breakthrough Vegeta.
Yeah, he's amazing. But
What a character.
But, like, at this
so
ca-
many cancels.
yeah.
So many moves that you can chain together without triggering a juggle state. and that's stun enough for you to do revert back dashes. Like, yeah, you can be very stylish with this character. Has a decent speed for his P, cancelable.
11 frames.
His his kicks juggle very well, be it neutral Ks or forward Ks. And my boy has Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 4. And you know what happens when you reach level 4, baby.
Game over, baby.
You're gonna eat some forward ease and say goodbye to your health bar.
Yeah. The only reason.
So yeah, imagine
I
his
placed him.
percentage boost for attack, right? It
Yeah.
gets boosted to
110.
what, 110?
115.
110, he gets
140.
140 in Super Saiyan 4. He gets in your back and he does, imagine just this string, okay? It's gonna be something everyone does, even online. He does KK back K, forward P KK, forward K KK, forward K, PPPE. Boy, you just lost 2 health bars.
You could also do stuff like forward PKK, RBD, forward P, forward KP, final impact.
1, 2, the 2 hits to
Yeah.
stun.
And then you do like KKK, RBD, with K, forward KP. And you could charge the third hit too.
By the way, Boost is styling on you. You're just imagining the combo and he's styling on you.
Yeah. His back K has armor on it too.
Yes, it's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a great
here.
character and he has the best thing you could ask for in terms of transformation, which is Super Saiyan 4. That thing is so good because of the inherent attack boost over everything you do, and the new special attack that he gets, the final shine attack.
Yeah.
An attack I never saw. Like, to me it's a Budokai attack. Like, I associate it with Budokai.
It might have been in GT. Who knows? The only reason I placed him a little lower than you thought is at around this tier, what's really important is having a transformation at baseline. Like being able to just start the match, transform. That's really important.
That's really good for the meta.
Yeah. Transformations
Like, if you have that,
yeah. That's why Kid Gohan is like up here.
yeah, it's we understated it for Kid Gohan, but now it becomes really more apparent because imagine you start the game and you have a tool that comes out frame 1, that guard breaks, that gives you invincibility, and that usually means free attack. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Free
good.
OP.
You dash in, you press transform, you're in. But that's where the thing comes into play. If both of you have this and both of you do that, it cancels out. And Vegeta can't do that. He has to backdash. He has to forfeit some ground.
Alright. For the worst character out of this group of characters, it's kind of hard to say, but I'll probably say Piccolo. Yep. Yeah. Amazing character.
I am so shocked right now. I forgot about Piccolo.
Yeah.
And now that you bring him up, it's to put him above Vegeta. Oh boy.
Yeah.
And I can't really argue with it
Yeah.
because
There's
as
new
much as
thing
Dabura,
there's
I
a new
didn't
thing
play
I
him,
found
right?
out recently with There's a new thing I found out recently with Piccolo. I'll
but
discuss
Boost
it in a
plays
minute.
him.
Yeah, he's my main character. For one
Boost
thing,
found some nasty resets with Piccolo.
yeah, yeah. So
Look at his voice, man. Look at how happy he is. It's crazy.
yeah, nah. I love
I'm
Piccolo's
telling you,
Japanese voice.
Boost is gonna get his hit in. He's gonna hit you. You're gonna get hit with Piccolo. Oh boy.
Yeah. So Piccolo, he has just like really good normals at anywhere on the screen at any time, pretty much. Like P, forward P plus K, P plus K. Yeah. And he has ways to guard break you from far away and lead to like good damage. His forward P plus K and his P plus K hard knockdown and his special moves hit grounded. So that means you get like a free like hit in after your P plus K moves, which is amazing.
Really is.
Cause
Imagine it controls space, priority, and long range,
and it deflects
and
ki
you have
blast.
that additional damage.
It deflects
Crazy.
ki blast as well.
Crazy.
And the main thing that puts them up here, I think, is like grenade is half a key bar.
When Boost proved me that, because I refused to believe it was true, I was shocked. It's straight up unfair. What is this?
Yeah. So you could do forward P plus K from like half screen, and then you can OTG with light grenade for like practically free. That does like 500 damage. So yeah, that's pretty good.
It's excellent. Nobody can do that other than him.
Yeah, he's like a pretty special character. He has like an amazing jab string in terms of like the kind of character he is. Like having that jab string like really bails him out of bad situations. Forward P. Like that string, if you just hold forward, press P,
Yep.
it like pushes them out. They could like dodge it, but the thing is you have forward P, forward P, and that doesn't have a gap in it, and you could charge it, it has armor, or you can just let it go, and if you let it go, it's safe, even if they dodge it, because the last hit is 2 hits.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yep.
Like, the more he speaks, the more I'm convinced that he's better than Vegeta.
Good, great anti-TC. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he's a great character.
Imagine, with every good things we've been saying about these past few characters, there are characters even stronger than those.
Alright, this group, Teen Gohan. Who's
Teen
next?
Gohan, baby.
Yeah, he jumped a lot for me.
Like,
Man.
we spoke a lot about him because I was a big advocate for the character. I personally was one of the only ones that was saying that he was better than the adult version.
Yeah.
And
I totally
I'm
buy
just
it now,
impressed.
100%.
I'm just super impressed by the character because of his super strong normals. Yeah, this is too good.
It's
like,
it's the
if
best
you
jab
get...
string in the game, easily.
Yes, yes. And the reason why we say these things is because you gotta get to a level where your execution is pretty good, right? To fully utilize the character.
Yep.
But once you do, this becomes such a potent tool. Imagine
Alright.
it gets you a hit in very easily, builds ki, and gets you started. Then it's like a roller coaster,
And a
right?
few other things. It has no gap. It moves him forward tremendously, so you don't have to worry about teleports that much. Uh, it's like pretty much plus on dodge or block. And it's a lot of hits, so it builds ki. And yeah, he has 2 transformations. He reads Super Saiyan 2. He gets Soren Dragon Strike. Isn't as good as adult Gohan's, but it's still great.
Oh, it's good, baby. It's good.
Yeah. And
It's the kind of move you use once on the ground, cancel, do a revert backdash, do it again. So you used it twice. It's a fat, like,
1,000.
unscaled, over 1,000, like 1.2 maybe, 1.1, 1.2. And then you can do some KK, forward KKE, rinse and repeat for a while. And yeah, that simply means, like in simpler terms, that just like the previous characters, on except Piccolo, where we said that they have a very good DPS, this is a character that also has a very, very good DPS.
Man.
Per second, he's gonna hit you, and he's gonna hit you hard.
Yeah. Alright, for the next best character, Super Boo.
I'll give it to you. You convinced me, Boost.
Yeah, man.
And with the discovery of Bakke, I cannot argue against it.
Here, you want to hear a take? When he's
I want to hear your take, Boost.
Alright, when he's Buhan, he's S plus tier. You want to hear why? He gains a string, back K, back K. It's like, adult Gohan's back P, back K? It's like
Yes!
that. So, yeah. Would you agree with that?
Oh my god. What a character.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I'd say I agree. He has the powerful Kamehameha back E that is disgustingly good.
Oh my god, dude.
You gotta talk about back E. You can talk about it better than me.
Let's talk about some other things first. Alright.
Okay, let's go. Let's finish it with the good stuff.
Alright, his P, I think, it's either 11 or 12 frames.
Which is fast. It's fast.
It's fast. It's not the fastest, but it's fast. Man. He has a lot of guard breaks. Let's just say that. He has like an infinite amount of ways to open you up. Like P, like you could charge the second one, then you could do back P, and that string has armor on it, and he could charge the third hit, then he could do another hit that he could cancel it, or he could like let it go, and it pushes back on block, and knocks down on hit, hard knockdown. He has forward K, which is slow startup, but it's like a 4D chess mix-up between like when is he gonna release. So if he gets that off, the first 4 hits, there's like no gap, and none of the hits have armor, but like you could charge each hit. So that means at any point where they decide to just commit the block, you just like let it go. You just charge it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, PP back P has armor.
Oh, you'll get hit with that overhand.
Yeah, that
if you try to
overhand slap.
contest, you'll get hit.
And he has like some of the highest damage per second in the game, because he could do PP forward P, back PK, then he could go behind you, then he'd do KK forward K, P, KK, RBD, KK forward K, P, KK, into back E.
And that's how much?
It's like 2200.
Oof.
And he could throw in some forward K and some forward P in there as well.
Imagine you have that forward K and multiple punches afterwards, right?
Yeah,
That shit hurts. That shit hurts a lot.
yeah. We also like to bring up again, he has an armored combo starter.
This is
in
the
his
part
in
that
his
we
base
recently
form.
discovered.
Yeah, that it's not as good as Yamcha, but it's still pretty good. Like in terms of the frame advantage on block, it's not as great, but it beats stuff. It's pretty much like frame 8, I believe. The startup for armor on most moves.
Like if you're preemptive with it,
And
you
for
can pretty much call out someone pressing a button and stuff them with that.
yeah. Uh yeah, and 3-ball attack. Probably the best special move in the game if we're being honest.
There are a lot of special moves in this game, but
Yes.
the kinds of special move that have that much of positives and so little negatives, I don't know of.
Yeah, yeah, it like he like reels back, and he like goes forward, and it's all unblockable. It's like 6 hits, does like 600 damage. It does cost 2 bars. It's a combo ender.
What a superb combo ender too.
Yeah.
It connects very well. The hitbox is generous.
The only way to like punish it is to like teleport at the very end. But you've already taken most of the damage at that point.
Yup.
If you
Like
teleported
the
early.
only way I found to punish this move is to make the Super Boom main comfortable to throw it at a long range and start backdashing and hit him as the move ends. But to
Yeah.
do that,
I'm
it's a
I'm
it's
only
a
gonna do the
stretch.
move at the like close range. It's like a backswing blow unblockable combo ender. It's extremely broken.
Yup.
Yeah, he could
Next character, or should we add a little something?
he can absorb. He can absorb. It's pretty viable. I gotta say, it is pretty
You
viable.
think so? You
Yeah.
you think so?
Like, but the thing is, by the time you set it up, like, you've almost won the match anyway. But you could do like,
When you say by the time you set it up, it's by the time you fatigue the opponent?
no, you could do KK forward K, P KK in the back, then go into hyper mode. Then
Yeah?
you just do it. And
Do you think it's like a real setup, right?
yeah, because it doesn't cost any key to do. So you can kind of just do it. It has armor.
Ooh, that's true. Oh my boy.
You
That
kind of
means
just
that you force the guy to do the turnaround animation. He wastes a lot of time. And when you do your ultimate, Super Boo advances so much and he tracks very well. And yeah, you're stuck. You have to teleport. And if you sidestep, it would be a
oh,
lucky sidestep that.
and he could just cancel it too. I might
Oh,
have to.
charge it, and call out, and then cancel. Okay.
Oh, yeah, and then you could like just do like a move. It actually just sound pretty scary.
Oh my God!
Like against the
Imagine
wall.
maybe Boost, right? We could study it a little bit and make it a 50-50. While they turn around, you immediately do it, and they have to teleport, or else they get hit, or they are forced to sidestep. But if they do so, we cancel into a move, right? And
Yeah. You just do a
and
string.
then do it, right?
Yeah. And there's pretty much no risk.
Scary. That's scary.
Yeah. Next character, it's pretty debatable if he's better than these like past 3 characters, but I'm just gonna go with it for safety reasons. Goku.
Goku, you said.
Yeah, Goku.
I think Goku is a great character.
Mhm.
Like I said, Goku to me in Budokai 3, he's everything I ever wanted in a character. He's my spirit animal of some sorts. I really like his kit, the way it flows from one move to another, and the fact that he has that versatility with the best thing Budokai 3, I think. Like, if you had to choose something for
Yeah.
your character, I would choose to have multiple transformations.
And a
And he has.
transformation at baseline.
And at baseline. And how much does he have, Boos?
5.
5! You heard it well, boys and girls. 5!
Yeah, without transformations, he'd probably be B-.
What a character.
If he just like was a Super Saiyan 1 Goku, he didn't have any transformations, he'd probably be B tier. Or
Yep,
or
like
A
Boo said.
or A tier. Cuz Super Dragon Fist is pretty good. It's forward advancing armor combo starter, and you could like frame trap it. Just do the hits. Yeah, his cancel kit is like pretty good. But
He has very, like, how can I say? He has a P that has a cancel in the end with forward P, and people are able to convert off it into K and do KKKK full combo, but it's the kind of string that is incredibly tough to pull off.
yeah,
In terms of frames, I think that you have like 1 or 2 at best. It's extremely tough to do,
yeah,
but the problem is mitigated by the fact that Goku builds ki when he does that PPP forward P, and he has 5 transforms. So that means you can do it on block, transform, and get a guaranteed opening, even though they blocked. So on hit, it's even better, right? It's
Yeah.
crazy.
You could also, when you're in Super Saiyan 4, what you can do is just do PPP forward P, and if it hits, you just do the PPP PE.
Exactly. This is way easier to get, and it's some big damage.
Yeah. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is probably S plus tier. He definitely is, actually. Him and Vegeta. But Goku has
Like-
an easier time getting to that because of his transformation at baseline.
Yep. And transforms are so good, guys. You don't understand how great they are, I think. We
They're-
gotta explain how good transforms are.
They're so good that we have to nerf them. Like, in order to make this
We
game...
have to.
In order to make this game better, we have to make them like Shin Budokai transformations where they just like push back on block.
And the reason why is because they have literally no reason to not be used at any time. Like,
They have no counter.
it's the kind of tool, exactly. There is no counterplay to it. You cannot do anything to beat it. What you can do is call out what's going to come after the transform. If you're not already guard broken or in a combo or something like that.
Yeah.
If you backdash, they transform, and you feel like they're gonna be spamming and pressing buttons, you can then like do something. Let's say you have a move that like Cell or the cyborgs, and they have a move that you can't teleport out of, like energy field, and you do that, and he presses buttons into the move. That's perfect, right? But it's so fringe that we don't even think about those situations, right, Boost?
No, we just think like, all right, he's gonna transform. Like, what do I do? Like once I get back in the game, pretty much.
Because, like he said, the game stops. The
It-
the guy that's on the receiving end of the transform, he's really getting the short end of the stick.
yep.
So having five at like all times in the game, he could do that. And what's crazy with Goku is that unlike Cell, when you hit him under 3 bars of ki, he loses everything. So
Yeah,
that
that's a good
means
thing.
exactly that means you finish your combo, he's gonna get up, you're like, it's okay. I interrupted my combo when he was at only 2 bars of ki. So he can't transform, right? Wrong. He can Kaioken at 2.
Yep.
He can Kaioken at 2. That means he goes in. Still, you're like, bro, I just put you at key disadvantage. You're almost dead and you still coming at me? Why not? Why not? He's gonna transform, get your guard broken, do forward PKK, and generate enough ki for Super Saiyan probably. And then you're like, am I right to transform now or should I wait? And then the
Yeah.
Goku can call your teleport.
It's like,
Imagine you are winning and then something like that happens.
yeah. The only way to really beat it is to join him. Like pick another
Well
character
said.
with a baseline transformation, then kind of just like do it at the same time he does.
Yep.
Then like you just kind of try to beat him from there. Cause
Like Boo said, that's why the Cell Goku matchup is so popular in Budokai 3.
yeah, honestly, like we're probably gonna have a version of the game eventually where we just like kind of get rid of the guard break transformations.
Completely?
Yeah, and I think that with Goku we should make his P string easier to combo out of to compensate for that.
I think that if we, in an hypothetical version that would have those changes, I would be 100% down with sacrificing my transforms for a better P string.
Yep.
So, in short, Goku is an all-around character that is massively boosted by his 5 transformations and his amazing Super Saiyan 4 that can pretty much decide a game. You know, I don't know if people play card games, like in Yu-Gi-Oh, you have a term called something like a game-winning factor or something like that. The thing that if you draw that card, it's over. You won, right? Everything is gonna go smoothly from there. You built everything around that. Goku, his game-winning factor is Super Saiyan 4. If you get there, as a Goku main, I feel like I have everything in my hands to win this match.
Yeah. But against these next two characters, it's a little hard to get there.
Hey,
All
let's
right.
go.
So, first character in S plus, Omega Shenron.
He switched it up on me. He switched it up on me.
So, yeah.
Okay, why is it your top 2 and not top 1?
Well, I just believe that having the well, that's kind of how my last tier list was. It's just like Cell, Omega, and the rest.
No,
But
I'm good with that, right?
yeah.
But why is it Cell Omega and not Omega in Cell?
Hmm. Well, it's really just like his only weakness is his frame data is a little bit weaker than the other characters, but it doesn't really matter. uh, he just has so much armor on his strings and so much range
Yes.
that he just like he just like dominates you the whole match, and his ability to like damage and like pressure you with the Stored Dragon Thunders, just do massive damage with that.
Scary, guys.
Yeah.
Like Boost just said, I don't know if you caught the word he used, stored Dragon Thunder.
Yeah.
That means that Omega Shenron is one of the... It's a unique mechanic for him in the game, where he presses his back plus E special attack, and if you stay press E, well, he doesn't shoot it. He keeps it in his body, and he becomes charged up with electricity. And whenever you release it, would it be while you're hitting the other guy, while you're moving, while you're evading, except blocking. On block, and when you get hit, you lose it, right?
Yeah.
Whenever whenever you let your finger go, it's gonna shoot. And when it shoots, it tracks the current position of your opponent, and I'd say a second later, not even, it drops, and it drops with a fat 750 damage, I think.
Yeah, and he has you can follow up that. It's basically like a counter hit key blast on steroids.
Oh, I never thought of that comparison, but it's exactly that.
Also, we forgot to mention with Goku, tied for the I think either tied or second in Ki Blast.
Excellent
Speed.
Ki Blast.
Yeah.
Which makes his neutral that much better.
He could like stick around, like if without transformations, he can still stick around because of the Ki Blast and its struggles.
Yeah. So let's go back to Omega, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, extremely long range, a high amount of cancels out of pretty much any button and any direction you could think of. He can convert off a full combo. And the character is simply good. How can we say?
He's
a
boss
Budokai character.
He's a boss character.
Yeah. He's whatever you'd want for a Budokai game. You want to have combo ability, you got it. Damage output, you got it. High baseline key, you got it. Especially in this game, where if you have high baseline, you start with the baseline, which means you start at max key. What a big advantage. You'd want not a transformation. You'd want it, but he doesn't have it. It's like he's already transformed in some sort of way.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. He simply outboxes anyone in terms of range, but after that, in terms of frame data, he gets beat by some character, but it doesn't really matter because
he can teleport.
Yeah, he can teleport. He loses the exchange, no problem. I'm gonna teleport. Mm-hmm. And what's very scary about that is he can teleport twice. That means you gotta get a good read twice. And if you do that, you earned it, and you earn to win the match. And that's usually what happened, because whenever a character with very high baseline reaches 0 key, he's at a reduced defensive state. And what I mean by that is the defense ratio is set to 100% when you're at your baseline. And whenever you drop a bar, it's -2%, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so imagine he drops from 7 to 0. He's gonna take some extremely big damage. Like Goku, he gets in his back, KKKK 3 times into PPPPE, 10 times Kamehameha. It's a dead
Ouch.
Omega Shenron.
Uh,
It's a lot of damage, but we're talking
it's
about
a lot of work to get there.
Yeah, if you want to get there, bro, you are already dead 3 times. It's over. The match has been done.
He's like,
So yeah, the character is extremely good, and I'm kind of scratching my head at how you could have a character that is even better than that boost.
yeah. The way I would describe him is a mixture between 16 and Bardock.
I like it, Boos. I like your comparison.
He has Bardock's range, or 16's range with Bardock's like guard breaks and priority.
Oppressive strings.
Yeah. The only
Yeah, he's...
problem with him is that his juggles aren't that good.
Who needs juggles when you can do 50 hits on the ground?
Yeah, but like, if you land like a counter hit key blast,
You can dash in, do back P, forward P, P, something like that. The Beyblade move, right?
Yeah.
You can do it a couple of times into the special move Whirlwind Spin.
Yeah. It is a little hard to do. To time
Oh, you
the
also have
whirlwind
forward
spin.
P, forward P, P, forward K, I think.
Yep.
That thing, if you're a very fast canceller, if you get good enough and fast enough, it can keep up in the air a pretty long time.
Next character, I suppose. Last character, Cell.
Number 1, numero uno,
Yeah, numero ichi.
the best. Who is the best, Moose?
Cell. No
Why
question.
is he the best, Moose?
Well, he just beats everyone else in the game.
How can he beat everyone? We said so many positive things of, especially the last 5 to 6 characters we were talking, right? How can he do that?
Well, he has a transformation at baseline. He has...
It seems like it's a good privilege from what we understood.
Yes. And all his transformations are close together.
1 at 3, 1 at 4, 1 at 5. Bars of ki, of course.
Fastest key blast in the game.
Good for neutral. You can even style with them in combos.
Yep. His P is faster than everyone else's, so like he just beat everybody up close.
Which means if you want to box with Cell, you better start thinking about plan B.
Unless you're
Because
Yamcha.
Exactly. You'd have to...
Yamcha does stand a chance against Cell.
He can shut down his P.
Yeah. One thing I didn't mention with Yamcha, I'll bring it up after Cell.
Let's finish up Cell, right?
Yeah.
Incredible P, the fastest in the game. If someone presses a button at the same time, he wins. Every time. He has very easy juggles. And juggles that can transition into a move that you can't teleport out of. Which is Energy Field.
Yep. You could start the match by doing just transform Energy Field. Guaranteed damage.
You can't do anything about what Boost just said.
The CPU
You gotta
does
take
it
the L.
all the time.
Field open! Bro,
Yeah.
this character.
Like,
I think we don't do him enough justice. Just to understand how much terror Cell has been spreading in Budokai 3 throughout the years since 2004. We'll draw you a picture, right? Let's say you and Cell start the match, and you have a character like Trunks. Like, boy, I have Trunks, he has a sword, I can do massive damage from the back, right?
got a fast
Round
P.
start. You go in, your Trunks, and you go in for PPP forward P, K back K. Which in most of the cases is actually a sound approach. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Cell goes in and presses PK plus G and transforms. The Trunks player is already sweating. Then he presses punch. And the Trunks player was spamming for his life to teleport. He teleports behind Cell. And this is the moment where the Cell main's eyes glow red.
They see blood.
Yeah, man. They you can say the rest, Boos.
Well, you just like anti-TC them with your P.
Easy.
And you go into a juggle, which does like 1500. Then you have the key advantage for like probably most of the match. And then you win. Because for them to win, they have to gain back the key advantage. But
Are you going to let them though?
The only characters that really can are characters with like good keep out moves. So like but it's still hard because his key blast is so fast and he recovers so fast that he could kind of just like approach you with it, and like there's nothing you could do about it unless you predict it like a second ahead.
Like, you can't react to Cell. What we try to explain to you guys is that Cell at medium range, he's the kind of character that can dash in, press P, and start a full combo, right? Or a pressure. Or dash in, but not totally in, and press Key Blast and call you out for pressing a button. You get counter hit, popped up into the sky. He dashes again back in and starts a full juggle, and you're in the same spot as Exhibit A. And what we mean by that is both of these setup happen under 15 frames. Like, I'd give it like max 15 frames.
Yeah.
You gotta be fast. Like, it's inhumane to me. Maybe some people have that kind of reaction time, but and the Cell player is never in danger while he does that, by the way. Never.
Yeah, he's pretty much invincible when he does P. Like,
what can you do, Boost? Like, for the people to understand, what can you do when Cell presses P?
If
P is the fastest move in the game. What can you do once he presses it? Because after that, it's not the fastest.
Right. So the thing with P is that a normal hit or counter hit, it combos into forward K. So usually the core.
And what's forward K, Boost?
It's basically just like a Bardock string. It's like armor. You could let it go, or you could charge it, or you could cancel it, and all three options are great.
Great, exactly.
And it has extremely fast startup.
Like you said, it's like salt in the kitchen. You can use it in anything, and you need to use it for most of your recipes. And Cell has that. He has a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
He can cook. That's definitely it. Cell can cook.
So the thing you
So
usually want to do is either armor or like back out, and those are your only real options. Because if you try to challenge, well, if he just says P and a P and he just repeats that, there's not much you could do about it. Because
you know what's scary, Boos? If he does P again, then you're like, yo, he's gonna press P another time. So I'm gonna P plus K to get that priority and get Cell off me. But then Cell starts to block and fast evade.
yeah,
And then you do P plus K into nothing. And you see your character helpless, trying to finish his move and start going back, transitioning to his normal state, his
Yeah.
default state, for his move to end. But it's already over, my boy.
unless
You're
you're
gonna
a
get hit.
Super Boot or Yamcha, those might be
Exactly.
those might be the best matchups for Cell.
The more we talk, Boos, the more I think we should. The problem with our game, sadly, is that it's very parsec dependent, and parsec gives a net advantage over the host. But we will try to test these things out as we can, right?
Yeah. Like,
But I think Boos is right
Uh-huh.
on that point. Super Boo, Yamcha, that
Mhm.
could be a valid answer to Cell.
yes.
Imagine,
The problem with
imagine
18.
Budokai in 2022, people counterpicking Yamcha to beat Cell. We would have seen it all. We would have seen it all.
The problem with 18's armor is that it starts up a little bit slower than the other ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, even then, it's still a good matchup for Cell. The thing I believe is that Omega Shenron beats the characters below better, but Cell has a good matchup against Omega Shenron because of his anti-TC and having better frames. So I
Yeah.
think he has a slight edge, but like, there's an argument that can be made to where Omega's the best because he just like dominates the whole roster better than Cell, in my opinion.
I also think the same.
It's kind of like in a Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, there was Dalsum, who pretty much had a good matchup against most characters, but like he beat them really bad. Like Fireball characters, like they didn't stand a chance really.
Yeah.
Like their only option was like DP at full screen, which is really risky.
Bro,
The thing, but
I'm
the thing
having
is,
nightmares right now having to DP at full screen.
well, the DPs have good recovery in that game, but like he can punish
Oh,
with a normal.
okay.
Yeah, but Balrog, I think he beat Dawson, or one of the Vega beat Dawson.
But nobody will say that Vega is the best character.
There probably is people who would say that, but most people would either say Dawson, Boxer, or like Dawson, Boxer, Vega, Sagat. Those are like the four of ST. It's kind of
Okay.
It's kind of funny seeing like parallels between top tiers and other games, and how like the meta shifts around them.
Can you better explain that?
Just like,
And maybe bring it back to Budokai as much
all
as you
right,
can?
it's about like just trying to find a way to win against the best characters in whatever way your character can, and if that way is like really risky, then it's like pretty bad still.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And like you don't get much reward for taking a big risk.
Yeah. Reminds me a lot of Aura dashing through Cell's priority in Shin Budokai 2. But that would be another discussion.
Yeah. Alright, the thing I wanted to say with Yamcha, the reason he is an S tier is because when you clash with him and he wins, he does like 10 damage. So the game
Could you
planning,
repeat that? When you clash with him?
when you clash, like, you know, the mashing mini game where you spin your analog sticks.
Oh. Can we curse, Moose?
Oh. And then
Can we?
if he wins it, he does no damage.
Because I'm about to. This minigame, I swear to God.
Yeah, it's my least favorite part about the game, definitely. And that's why I don't really play Yamcha. Because, like,
Because you'd get into those a
It's-
lot more
it's
often.
toxic. Very toxic.
I mean, if you're confident in your mashing abilities,
Mm-hmm.
it's some free damage when I think about it.
Free key. Yeah.
How much key does it build?
It builds like a quarter of a key bar each time it's blocked, I think, or half.
Wow.
Probably like a third. The thing I usually do with Yamcha is once they're like blocking, you can do like K, 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 and K back K to build key.
Yeah. I love his forward P chain. The fast cancel. I think it looks cool and he sounds cool when he does the move.
Yeah. I forgot to mention he has a guard break off his back P as well. It leads to a juggle.
No. For real?
Yep. It's a back.
You know what, Boos?
What?
You really made me want to learn Dabura, especially, and Yamcha. I want to get good with these two because it's a lot of potential. Like the more we talked, the more I'm convinced that I passed on some very, very good characters.
Yeah. Like I said before, the downside with Yamcha is like his execution. It's just extremely high. Like even for us, it's high.
Yeah.
'Cause
I mean,
doing
I'll put like an hour or two in the training modes and like understand what I'm actually going for, and I'll report back on the difficulty level
the
I put
the
Yamcha.
unscaled infinite, especially, is hard on like small characters.
So you'd say to do that against Saibamen?
No. Oh yeah. Oh, they'll like practice it.
Yeah.
The thing with Wolfang Fist is that it's easier to juggle from the back.
You told me that, true.
Yeah. Anyway, that'll be the end of the tier list discussion. And yeah, that's it.
Thanks for listening.